In this video, we will talk about human placental lactogen or HPL. This hormone is also known as human chorionic somatomammotropin. It is secreted from the syncytial trophoblast of the placenta. So here I am showing a blastocyst implanting into the endometrium. So this is the endometrial lining, and this blastocyst, the outside, this is trophoblast, and this is the inner cell mass. Now the trophoblast develops into the inner cytotrophoblast and the outer syncytial trophoblast. So that is where this human placental lactogen is secreted from. And as the pregnancy proceeds, the level of human placental lactogen also increase. And now we will talk about the functions of this hormone. A very important function of this hormone is to create maternal insulin resistance. Why? And we will now learn why that happens and what is the purpose of it. So we know that insulin is a crucial hormone to lower the blood glucose level, right? And the way it does is it helps glucose to move into the cell, right? So that is one of the functions of insulin. By facilitating glucose entry into the cell, it helps body utilizing the glucose. So that is a key function of insulin. Now, when human placental lactogen provides insulin resistance, then this function is decreased. So now the glucose entry into the cell of the maternal body will decrease, right? And that will increase the maternal glucose level, maternal blood glucose level. Now, why this has to happen? Now, in the pregnancy, the fetus is growing in the womb, so it needs fuel. And one of the way it gets fuel is glucose. So when this human placental lactogen provides this insulin resistance in the maternal body, now the blood glucose level is increased, and that glucose, instead of all getting utilized by maternal body, that glucose now can cross the placenta and go into the fetus, and the fetus can use that as fuel for its growth, right? So the main purpose of this is to provide glucose as fuel to the fetus. And it also so that is what I mentioned here. And it also increases the maternal proteolysis. Proteolysis means protein breakdown, right? So why it does that? It does that because when the proteolysis happens, the amino acid will be released from the protein in the protein of the maternal body. Now that protein will, again, that amino acids will cross the placenta to go to fetus, and fetus can use that again for its growth. Now think about it. If the mother is sparing the glucose and amino acids for the fetus, then what it will use as fuel for itself as an alternative as an alternative fuel. So this hormone also increase maternal lipolysis, so lipid breakdown. When lipid breaks down, free fatty acids is produced, and now the maternal body uses this free fatty acid as energy source. So that way it can spare, the maternal body can spare glucose and amino acid for fetal use. Also, it increases maternal insulin secretion. Now, what happens is the human placental lactogen stimulates beta cell proliferation, and the reason it does is because while it is creating insulin resistance, it tries to create a balance by increasing this insulin production from the maternal body or pancreatic beta cells, so that maternal body can overcome this resistance. But if the maternal body cannot produce enough insulin to overcome this resistance, or to keep up with this resistance, then the blood glucose level in the maternal blood will go up, and that is when gestational diabetes mellitus happen. And as I mentioned, the level of this human placental lactogen go up as the pregnancy goes. So in the second trimester, especially in the third trimester, there is higher risk for developing gestational diabetes mellitus. And another important point which I haven't written here is after the delivery, the placenta is removed, and then the syncytial trophoblast is lost. So the human placental lactogen, its level will go down, and it will come back to normal. So, and the insulin resistance will be gone. If that is mainly due to, the gestational diabetes mellitus was mainly due to this hormone, then it should be gone after birth. And we shouldn't forget that human placental lactogen, it has lactogen in its name, right? So that is because it stimulates mammary gland growth to prepare the breast for breastfeeding after birth.